What's up, guys? I just kind of want to give you a little bit of insight on how I set up a session and typically what it looks like before you guys come into the studio. Usually, it's just me flipping some switches, turning on my speakers, getting my interface ready, making sure the volume isn't blaring, the metronome ain't too crazy in the headphones, making sure I have access to guitars, audio inputs. Sometimes I'll play a little bit of music just to start the session. But typically, I work with bands and solo artists, and I like to come here prepared and just have a little bit of insight on what's going to happen for the day. So, yeah, it's just flipping a couple switches, maybe get the vinyl on to set the mood. I also make lathe cuts. I'll do a little more detailed info about that towards the end, but yeah, this is just me turning on my speakers and I'm gonna play some of the guitars I have laying around just to make sure everything's kind of plug and play ready as soon as everyone comes into the studio. I've got a cool little space here with the Rhodes to the right of me, just playing one of the guitars I built. If you guys know me, I've been building guitars for the past few years, just trying to dial in the specs before I actually do my own thing. But yeah, here's the Rhodes looking all beautiful in its glory. And just a little rundown of the studio. There's the record cutter. If any of you guys interested, I can do a little video on that later too. But this is the space. We got Rhodes, we got couches, we've got lights, we've got computers. Not too many preamps. I got a couple that you guys could notice, but I like doing stuff in the real analog realm as far as before going into digital, and then using preamps later, adding FX. Um, Doing a lot of stuff post production. I like a real raw, just into the mixer sound. That way you can capture things at their essence. This is a little video of the Fender Twin Reverb that's out of commission right now, but that's going to be another video. We can update you on when that's done. Got a couple keyboards here, classic samplers, a DX27 by Yamaha. This is the drum room. We're going to be looking at the space where bands come in and just kind of lockout room that I have set up with like a PA. This is also where I do all the drum recordings. So I got 8 mics, always live in this room. Kind of if you just want to come in here and jam out. The room is going to be recorded as is, or we can isolate everyone, have the drummer in here doing his thing. Everyone on the other side of the room is going to be lined in. We can have vocals running, we can have horns running. I've had cellos, I've had flutes, trumpets, you name it. It's my goal here is to kind of just keep it really active, really flowing, really independent, local, like work with the community. I like reaching out to people if I like their music and just saying, hey man, come by, check out the spot. I might not have this real fancy studio in this huge $1 million space, but I can provide you with something kind of similar on a budget that both you and I can reasonably say works out. And yeah, sometimes it changes depending on the artist, the band. You know, if it's 9 people coming in, if it's 2 people, if it's 1 person, if it's a full album project. So yeah, this is just a little setup of me turning on my record cutter. For those of you who have been asking, I do still make records. Hit me up first thing next year. We could talk about doing some record batches for you guys. Probably going to be 7-inch and 10-inch only, but these are going to be in-house mono lathe cuts. And yeah, so smoke break, pretty much every 15 minutes my computer tells us we've been stagnant. So just here getting a little overall shot. And this is also another vibe we can have with the lights. All right, y'all.